able guidance of Dr. Sharda Jan ma'am, who has been our mentor, I take this opportunity to move ahead with this presentation, and it actually gave me a lot of insight into this topic. I was not aware of all the points in Rashtra Pratham, and I have learned a lot. And I believe we as clinicians can become a bridge between this knowledge and adolescents. And actually, we can join hands to motivate them to soar high and contribute to India's future. So let's understand from the basics what actually started with as the Indian civilization. India is one of the world's oldest with continuous history dating back to actually 8000 BC. And Vedic age, Mauryan Empire, Gupta Empire, it shaped Indian civilization, contributing to advancements in science, technology, art, and culture. You must have heard about the names of Aryabhatta and Sushruta, but we're not aware of the details. Aryabhatta contributed to the significant contributions in the field of mathematics, and mathematics is seen everywhere. We travel by metro, in science, in space. We are doing some research. We have to calculate the sample size. In teaching, everywhere we have algebra, trigonometry, everything. So all thanks to Sir Aryabhatta. Sushruta, considered as the father of surgery, lived much earlier and is known for his pioneering work in surgery. So we should actually go into these details. We should understand about the historical sites, read the biographies of Bhagat Singh, Rani Lakshmi Bai. Recently, we had the NIGF conference at Jhansi. We should learn about Subhash Chandra Bose and how these all people contributed to the progress, to the freedom struggle, which India now we can see as free India. We have our civic responsibilities towards India and the Constitution. We should know our rights. Article 51A, it actually emphasizes on the importance of respecting the Constitution, national symbols, and promoting harmony and brotherhood. And if we go into the details of these 10 points which the Article 51A reinforces, it actually points towards developing a scientific temper also. This involves promoting scientific thinking, humanism, and a spirit of inquiry and reform, which helps in the progress of the country. We should organize mock parliaments. We should have debates on the policies like Swachh Bharat. Recently, yesterday in the schools, they were teaching students on cleanliness. They had that Swachh Bharat drive or Digital India. Digital India is coming in a long way, whether it be e-governance, whether the teleconsultations, even the government hospitals, the central institutes, they have gone into the telemedicine concept, and the residents and the consultants, they are taking care of the patients who cannot approach in person. But yes, always in-person medicine and in-person treatment is best. But sometimes they might need advice on teleconsultation. E-agriculture has come in a long way. So we need to focus on digital India also, although keeping in mind the cyber security. We should educate the nation building. Why we should do this? We should align the career choices with national needs like STEM, which signifies science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and agriculture in achieving these national and global objectives. We should mentor the underprivileged peers. We should join initiatives like Atal Tinkering Labs. What are these labs? These ATLs, as we know as Atal Tinkering Labs, are the innovation workspaces which are established in schools across India under the Niti Aayog to foster creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving skills in these young students. A healthy youth builds a resilient nation. Life is no remote. We should get up and change it ourselves. And we can act on it by practicing yoga, sports, NCC drills. We can aim for the fitness goals. We should encourage the adolescents to join these drills like Fit India movement. Honorable Prime Minister of India launched the Fit India movement on August 29, 2019. He urged the people of the country to make fitness their lifestyle. Today, lifestyle diseases are on the rise in India, affecting even the young. Cases of diabetes and hypertension are rising and are even more common among children in India. But small lifestyle changes can prevent these diseases and help people live healthy and prosperous lives. Quit India movement is an effort to bring these small lifestyle changes. We should believe in ethical leadership. As the APJ Abdul Kalam rightly said, all birds find shelter during rain, but the eagle avoids rain by flying above the clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes the difference. We should take inspiration lead from leaders like Sir and Sir Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who actually blended integrity with vision. We can act, teach the students how to lead their school clubs with transparency, how to resolve the internal conflicts with fairly and dignity. We should focus on environmental patriotism. We should protect the rivers like Ganges, protect the forests and wildlife. This has to be considered as a duty rather as a burden. Trees can be planted, plastic use should be stopped. We can join the Har Ghar Tiranga drive, which is the eco drive widely prevalent in our country right now. Recently, I came across New Delhi Nature Society, and I was surprised. It is being led by a person was actually an aeronautical engineer, and he has this initial drive how to create awareness among the Delhi people to consider about nature, and they actually promote nature and how to take care of nature. Digital citizenship, as I said, is coming in a big way. But as everything has two sides, even a sword has two sides, even the coin has two sides, even digitalization is coming with a con. We need to combat the misinformation. We need to combat the cybercrime and protect the national digital infrastructure. We should verify news before sharing. If there is a scope, we should learn coding, encourage the adolescents to go in for coding. There are numerous workshops which can help in cybersecurity. Unfortunately, if someone encounters cybercrime, within 2 hours, if they dial 1930, at least they can be saved of the cybercrime. If we go into the details of the Sustainable Development Goals, which the India has foreseen, the goal 5 comes under the gender equality. We need to empower girls to break barriers, like Kalpana Chawla, and we need to make the boys understand to challenge the masculinity. Leaders have been always. Indira Gandhi was a, everyone knows Mrs. Indira Gandhi. She was a commendable leader. Margaret Thatcher. Recently, Divya Deshmukh. She was the first Indian woman to win World Cup in chess and the youngest champion ever. First, we need to motivate the girls and the women to come forward. We need promote mixed gender teams in STEM projects. This calls out for gender bias. Entrepreneurship for self reliance. We need to build startups solving local problems, may it be agriculture, may it be healthcare, join Startup India workshops, innovate frugally. That is the jugaad we need to one can go into. When I was going in through the literature, I recently encountered this article. It stated that 20 Indian startups solving unique local problems have come up. And this was the article in Business Outreach shared in October 2024. There was an observational study. Breast cancer has come up in a long way. We can screen by ultrasound, and the best is breast self examination or the mammography after the age of 40 years. But in this article, I came across Nirmay, which is actually a developmental tool for detecting breast cancer in symptomatic as well as asymptomatic women. And this is the article which was published in ASCO this year only. It is an observational study which they analyzed 470 women of all age groups, and they demonstrated that this tool is better for screening rather than mammography or ultrasound. Yes, of course, more studies are required in this, but this is how the scientific temper and the thinking goes across, and we need to motivate this. The India has a lot of culture, different arts, different languages, traditions, they move globally. And we can act, we can learn the classical dances, we can motivate the adolescents to learn music, write blogs, write festivals. The Bungalow restaurant I recently saw in the paper by Mr. Vikas Khanna. He's actually promoting Indian culture abroad in New York. He's motivating about the Assam tea and all of the culture, the traditions, the dances in his restaurant, which signifies India. Adolescents can be motivated to volunteer, to serve marginalized communities, to bridge societal gaps. We need to teach rural kids, distribute books, or volunteer with the NGOs for the movement like Teach for India. Teach for India movement, the ultimate goal is one day all children will attain an excellent education. As I was discussing about the scientific temper, we need to embrace curiosity and evidence based thinking as advocated by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sir APJ Abdul Kalam. We can act or motivate the adolescents to participate in ISRO's youth programs, the science fairs, or even the hackathons. A young scientist program, the Yuva Vigyani Karyakram, is under process. Even the Bharatiya Antariksh Hackathon is under process. Just have a look at this aeroplane. If the cars can have airbags, why can't the airplanes? Recently, numerous lives were lost in the air crash in Ahmedabad. So this is the project which has been taken up by the students of BITS Pilani in association with Dubai, and they have actually come up with the idea to provide airbags to the aeroplanes, which might reduce the impact of the crash, and they can even monitor the engine status, direction, speed, attitude, temperature, and the pilot activity. And this entry has been listed in the James Dyson Award. So this is the impact of scientific temper if we all think about it. Above all, we are a diverse nation. Unity in diversity is our motto. India's strength lies in its pluralism. We celebrate all the festivals of all the religions. We can learn all the basic phrases in other Indian languages as well. And that is what Incredible India is all about. We need to be prepared, defense preparedness, with due acknowledgement to the women of this country, respect the armed forces, and contribute to national security. Adolescents can be motivated to join National Cadet Corps, explore careers in DRDO, or advocate for veterans' welfare. If we see, even the KBC is KBC is inviting our leaders from the armed forces, Colonel Sofia Qureshi, Wing Commander Vomika Singh, and Commander Prerna Deosthale. These three will be upcoming in KPC, and this is how we can outreach the rural population who are in for the social media. They did a commendable job in Operation Sindoor. We need to integrate all this in our daily life. No cheating should be our motto. These small acts of honesty, rejecting bribes, reporting corruption, strengthens the nation. And we should pledge to never cheat in exams, motivate the students, the adolescents, the adults to not to evade taxes in future. Why? As rightly William Shakespeare has said, no legacy is so rich as honesty. I would like to end with the quotes from Sir Abdul Kalam. If a country is to be corruption free and become a nation of beautiful minds, I strongly feel there are three key societal members who can make a difference. They are the father, the mother, and the teacher. And we all can contribute in each and every role as a clinician. India's youth are not just future leaders, they are nation builders today. By embracing Rashtra Pratham, teens can transform personal ambitions into collective progress, ensuring their growth aligns with India's rise as a Vishwaguru, global teacher. Let every choice reflect Mera Bharat, Mera Abhiman, my India, my pride. Let focus on this adolescent population of India. Vande Mataram. Thank you.